Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, to the World of Wrestling podcast. Here today to discuss about the WWE Summerslam previews and predictions video for the 2026 event. Now, we all know the build towards SummerSlam has been an absolute disaster. And how fucking terrible Raw was last night. Oh my gosh. You want to know what the sad part is? AEW Redemption was not that good. It was pretty fucking bad, honestly. But apparently WWE felt that Raw needed to be worse than Redemption, making Redemption feel like we should be, appeased by what AEW had to provide us. Because honestly, I have to admit, I think this was absolutely the worst Raw that I ever watched. It was the lowest of lows I ever seen WWE at in their entire existence, and they just continued to tank over and over and over again. SummerSlam, I ain't got a whole lot of hopes for. I honestly don't feel like there's a whole lot to be optimistic about. I don't think that we have a whole lot to work with here. But we have previews, predictions we're going to go over. I also want to go over bets on the card as well through BetUS. BetUS allows you to bet up to a certain amount on favorites to win up to $10. And underdogs, you can bet $10 on those. So, I'm going to go over the bets that I would make. And I've made a couple. I've been betting only like $5 a pop, so I'm not having to fork out so much money at one time. And I'm doing that with MMA and boxing and Canadian football. Currently, that's the only football league that's on right now. So, I've been betting only $5. That's my one unit that I've been doing, just so that in case I'm wrong and I, get something wrong, it's not that much money I'm losing, while still having a little bit of enjoyment playing along with what I'm watching on television for the sporting events that I watch. So it makes watching sports a little bit more entertaining. Not to mention you're also winning money back, so as long as you're getting them right, of course. If you're getting a lot of them wrong, highly recommend don't bet. That's just a waste of fucking money. And I only do straight bets most of the time. I don't like to do parlays because it's kind of like that mentality, work harder, not smarter type of mentality. So my attitude is stay away from parlays. Parlays are not the most fun thing to do because you could do well on a couple of bets and all it takes is one to fuck your whole night up. You can parlay pro wrestling. That I will say. It's a little different compared to what you do on a normal parlay because you can actually stack the bets up into one. On this, they only allow you to do straight bets for BetUS. So let's go over the SummerSlam card. So the first thing that we have listed here on BetUS is the WWE Hell in a Cell match with Obafemi and Brock Lesnar. Obafemi's placed at currently right now minus 1,600. Betting on this would be an utter waste of your time. You'd literally have to bet $160 just to win back $10. That's crazy. Yes, Obafemi should win, obviously, but to bet $160 to win back $10 is crazy. Even betting $16 to win $1 back, even though that's not a lot of money, but to just win back $1, kind of nuts. So, Obafemi's the pick. Betting-wise, I wouldn't do it. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Roman Reigns currently on BetUS reads at minus 800, with Seth Rollins at plus 425. I would bet this one. It is a little bit much betting on a minus 800 because you got to bet $8 to win back $1, or bet $80 to win back $10, which is a bit much, but I don't think Roman Reigns is losing this match. This is a guaranteed lock. I don't think they're booking him to lose. So I would take Roman Reigns to win this match. So if you're betting like single dollars and whatnot, I'd say betting $8 to win back an extra dollar is okay. I wouldn't say that that's a terrible bet. Now, if you want to parlay this, let's just say we do a parlay since these odds are kind of high. So let's say we bet CM Punk, Roman Reigns, because both of those are locks. And let's say Trick Williams, he's a minus 500, which I believe he's going to win. And if you want to throw in Io Sky, who's a plus 130 right now. Surprisingly enough, yes, she's an underdog. So, if let's say we went ahead, we bet $8 on Roman Reigns. That's $9 total, because you win back a dollar. So you take that $9 all together, you add it to the next bet, which would be CM Punk at minus 400. You're getting back $11.25. So then you take that $11.25, add it towards the Trick Williams match. That's another $11 or $2.25 along with the $11.25. So that's a grand total of $13.50. And then the final bet, you would only allow, with Io Sky being a plus 130, you'd only be allowed to bet $10 maximum. So you just bet that. So you end up with $13 with the standalone bet with Io Sky. And then, so you would have had $13.50. So you add the 3 with the $23 you'd win back on the Io Sky by itself, and you walk away with a grand total of trying to think here. You walk away with $26.50 total by doing it, starting off with $8. So at the end of the day, though, you'd end up betting 8, 17, 28. And then $10. That's a lot of money, yeah. I mean, you can parlay this, but it's kind of expensive. Depending on how far you're willing to go with this. But yeah, if you were to do this, it would be 17, 28. You'd be spending about $38 total altogether on this. So, I mean, that's dependent on how you would want to do that. But let's get back to the actual picks of this. So, straight betting wise, yeah, I'd say betting on Roman Reigns to win back, $1. I mean, it's not great, but betting $8, and if you lose $8, is not big of a fucking deal. I mean, unless you're piss ass poor, and if you are, I wouldn't even bet on anything. CM Punk, WWE Championship title match with Cody Rhodes. I'm taking CM Punk here. I think CM Punk should retain his title. He's a minus 400. You bet $5 on him. You should be able to walk away with $1.25 on that. Yeah, let me go ahead, pull these up that I actually made bets on. Alright. So yeah, CM Punk minus 400. I bet $5 on him, but I got him at a very low price. I actually got him, I believe, at minus 200 when this initially came out. So if you guys pay attention to this stuff early, you can get these at a lot better odds. But yeah, I got CM Punk at a minus 200 instead of minus 400. So yeah, I got CM Punk in that match winning. Gunther, Nick Aldis, I got Gunther all day winning that match. I don't think Nick Aldis is winning that match at all. He's a minus 1600, by the way. Gunther, and Nick Aldis is plus 600. I wouldn't even bother betting on this. There's nothing to bet on. There's no value. There's nothing. There's nothing you can get out of this. And I don't see them putting over Nick Aldis in this match. It's a one and done type match. Now, Sami Zayn versus Finn Balor. Sami Zayn's a minus 280 and Finn Balor's a plus 180. There is a small chance I could see them booking Finn Balor to win. Possibly. Would I recommend betting that? Probably not. I'd go with Sami Zayn at the minus 280. And if you want to bet him, that's fine. But honestly, there's a slight chance they could book Finn Balor to win this. But my pick's Sami Zayn to win. But I would stay away from this bet if you're betting on pro wrestling. So this is not something I would bet on. Next match we have Chad Gable for the Intercontinental Championship against Penta, the champion going in. Penta's actually the underdog here, is at plus 600. Chad Gable's a minus 1600. So, I mean, really no value here to bet on. I wouldn't even take this bet. I feel like that would be kind of be way too much money to have to put in. It's just stupid. Jacob Fatu and the Usos against LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and Royce Keys. I have Jacob Fatu and the Usos winning this match, honestly. They are a minus 300. I would take Jacob Fatu and the Usos winning this matchup. I mean, LA Knight and Solo Sikoa and Royce Keys had the upper hand on them. So I'd say that Jacob Fatu and the Usos should win this matchup. Next we have the Money on a Pole match with Danhausen and Dominic Mysterio. Holy fuck. Danhausen, I'd say he ends up winning this. He is a minus 450. I mean, if you want to risk the high probability of losing your money, but there is a chance, I could possibly see them having Dominic Mysterio win this match. I mean, you're betting plus 275, which is great value. But I don't know if they're willing to book him to beat Danhausen at this point. So, this is a match, again, I'd stay away from. Not that it really matters. The match is going to suck. Nobody's going to fucking care either. So who gives a shit? Bullshit. Next, the United States Championship with Trick Williams and Baron Corbin. Trick Williams is a minus 500. Baron Corbin is plus 300. I would take Trick Williams all day to win this match. I think the odds on this is way too low. I think Trick Williams should be in the minus 1,000s, honestly, to win this matchup. And currently, right now, he sits at a minus 500. You bet $5 on this, you're guaranteed to win at least $1 back. If you want to go real crazy and you got the kind of money to bet $50 on this to guarantee win back the full $10 potential that you're allowed to win on this website, that's where I'd go. I'd bet $50 on this motherfucker if you had the money for it. Io Sky, Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship. I got Io Sky winning this. She is a plus 130. You got $10. You bet that. You got $23 total between what you put in and what's coming out of it. I think that's a great bet. I think you would win. I don't think Io Sky is losing this fucking match. Then we got the women's 6-man tag team match with Paige and the Bella Twins against the Fatal Influence. Bella Twins and Paige are minus 150, and Fatal Influence is a plus 110. I would take Fatal Influence on this bet. I think they will win. Very good option there, but I would only bet half of what you're allowed to bet, which is $5. You could bet up to 10 on this, but I would say Fatal Influence wins. You bet the $5 and you're good to go. Voila, problem solved. Now there are more on this card. They haven't uploaded the rest of the odds for that. So that's that. I will go over the rest of the card though. That isn't on the betting odds here. But yeah, if you were to bet, let's say $8 on Roman, you're winning back a grand total of $9, so you get $1 back. You bet CM Punk for $5, you're winning back $6.25, so you get an extra $1.25. You bet $5 on Trick Williams, you're gonna get $1 back, so you get $6 total there. And then Io Sky, you're betting the plus value, plus 130. You bet 5, you're winning back $6.50 along with the 5, so that's 11.50. 11. That's actually 11.50. Yeah. So that's 11.50 total on that. So you're winning a pretty decent amount of money there. At all. When it comes to betting, because generally the sports books always have the upper hand on you and always have the advantage. So that's just the way it is. So you just take what you can get, really, and that's all. But hey, if you're gonna bet money and spend money, spend it on something that you know you can win. Anywho, let's go back to SummerSlam and go over the rest of this card. So let's see, the other matches we have not covered on this. We got Liv Morgan, Obafemi, Brock Lesnar, CM Punk. Actually, that covers everything except for the women's interim championship. It's with Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill, Chelsea Green, Charlotte Flair, Julia, and Lash Legend. Well, Julia and Lash Legend are the last two to earn the right to be in this ladder match for the interim championship. I'm going to have to go with Charlotte Flair on this one. I think Charlotte Flair is going to pull the W here. Out of everybody, I think she's the one that's going to win. I don't think they would go with Jade Cargill, but then again, they might. But then again, we've already seen Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill like the last 2 times, and now Rhea is out with a knee injury that she's dealing with. So I think Charlotte Flair probably would be the better bet, or the better pick here. Betting wise, I have no idea, but I wouldn't even recommend betting on this. There's too many variables here. They could maybe even book for Chelsea Green to win to give her a moment. I mean, we know how WWE is about getting the moments in. So, for all we know, that could actually happen too. But my pick's going to be Charlotte Flair here. I think she's going to be one that walks away with the W and gets the WWE Women's Interim Championship at the end of the day, so that we get to see Rhea and Charlotte Flair. They've had very entertaining matchups. They've only faced each other twice, so it's not all that terrible, and it's not overkill. So, and it's been spanned off through time. It's not like back to back to back type of thing. So I'd say Charlotte Flair is probably the best pick here out of the bunch. I mean, if you want to go with a Julia or Lash Legend, I don't think that would even be a smart move. It doesn't do anything for anybody. I think Charlotte Flair is the best pick out of the bunch. Tiffany Stratton's holding a U.S. championship, so I don't see any reason why she needs to win. So yeah, I'd say that this would probably be the most appropriate pick to make, is Charlotte Flair winning. Otherwise, this card, that's pretty much it. This show sucks. as a viewing perspective, as a fan, this show looks like shit. I have absolute no interest in this. I'm only watching it and covering it because of this channel. That's it. Any other reason, it ain't worth your time, my time, or anyone's time. So, if you ain't got a YouTube channel, me personally, I wouldn't watch it. It's not worth your fucking time. This show is not worth anyone's time. I don't think they're trying to do anything. I think they purposely are trying to sabotage this company and strip it for whatever they can get and turn it into scraps, really. That's where I think they're going with this product. I don't think they give a shit about making this worth anyone's while. I don't think they're trying to make a good show. I don't think they care to make a good show. This is just a money machine and that's it. Otherwise, they're going to drop it like a bad habit. I really believe they're selling it to the Saudis at some point. I really do. But yeah, that's just my viewpoint on that. I don't know what you guys thought. If you guys enjoyed this video of the preview and predictions video along with the bets, by all means, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to the channel, and leave a comment down below. I'll definitely get back to you on that. Thank you guys very much for watching, and have a great night, guys.